Hi everyone, Archmagus Farriston here. So today I'm going to do a review of Star's End. Now you got to remember this game is still in early access, but let's take a look. So if we look at character creation, it's pretty basic. Got a few different faces, 5. Skin color, hair, and the hair color, and that's it. You can't change the color of the eyes, and to be honest, the NPCs look silly. They look silly. They look like they're, I don't know, half morons or something in my opinion. But yeah, if you're looking for a game where you've got detailed character creation, this is not it. If we have a look at the 2 servers that they have at the moment, both of them have very low populations. I have a character here in the PvE world, so let's have a look. As you can see, it takes quite a while to load the game. And it's still loading. Okay, so we're in the server now, and you can see here's a couple of different ships that you can get. This one looks pretty cool, but it is definitely endgame. And I can tell you from experience, your first forays into space are not going to be in something sexy, but they are going to be in something that looks like this. It's called the Nova, and it flies like a brick. It is very unmaneuverable. It's not a lot of fun to fly. The only thing you can do with it is mine asteroids and space junk, and that's about it. So you'll find them littered all over the place, and you need some paracells to claim them. I get around using a horse. The game is, however, full of bugs. I've gotten off my horse once and the game put me under the earth, underwater, 4 kilometers away from where I was. I've just dismounted from my horse and it's put me underwater, it looks like. Yeah, I'm stuck basically under the earth and in the water somehow. So this is just another bug, totally frustrating. There's no way out, even if you use the stuck or unstuck command. So yeah, the game is full of bugs. But this is what it looks like. So a big part of the game is crafting. You can craft quite a lot of things. Hundreds of things, in fact. You'll want to start out by crafting a pickaxe and a saddle and basic things like that. Scrap cloth. You may be able to pick up some basic items just by talking to NPCs, but a big part of the game is going to be spent doing this. Yes, that's right. Be prepared for the grind, because you are going to grind and grind. Later on, you'll be able to get an advanced tool that helps you to harvest, but a big part of the game is going to be spent grinding. I think the first weapon you can get is a bow. It's pretty weak, but it will help you to take down trollers. Again, it's a bit buggy. It's kind of hard to loot. Oh, here we go. And we got an egg, which we can eat. I've been playing a while now, and I've built up to pistols and shotguns. The pistols are a joke. The only thing worthwhile is a shotgun, in my opinion. So combat in the game is quite basic. You can see the Oriphant body is not really on the ground. Animations are quite basic. Combat is quite jerky, and yeah, they've got a lot of work left to do on the combat. I think overall the graphics, I would put it as a 6.5 or 7 out of 10. Some things look really nice, other things look really weird and out of proportion. If we talk to the NPCs, they kind of look silly in my opinion. I don't know. They've got these like weird bodies and weird heads. Come to the music and sound. I think you could probably hear that. It's sort of like a country and western sort of music. I guess they're trying to go for the space cowboy scene, or that sort of atmosphere. But I'm going to turn the music off, and you'll hear this background sound, which is so annoying. Just 1 second. So the whole time you can hear this sort of like heavy noise, heavy breathing noise, and something that sounds like a cat hissing, like It is so annoying, and I don't know what the developers are trying to do with this background sound, but it is just super irritating. So I ended up turning the background sound off, and I usually turn the music off. So yeah, in my opinion, music, and sound, I'd put it at like a 5. The only time that it was kind of cool is when you're in space and the radio comes on, and you can change the different channels of the radio, and you'll get like rock or country and western. That was kind of cool, but overall it's pretty poor. So I got to give music and sound, I would say, a 5 out of 10. So if we look here at the ocean, looks kind of nice. Some pretty colors, but at the moment swimming doesn't seem to work. You can swim on the surface, but you don't seem to be able to swim below the surface. You will find some horses, wild horses, but you'll need a saddle in order to ride them. And you can't call your horse. It will just stand there. So if you get separated from your horse, you can't just call it to you. You just press F to get a seat.
The ferry network operates in accordance with mercantile law. Please behave accordingly until we arrive at our destination.
So I'd like to make a few comments about the game in general. Crafting has some potential. However, some of the things need to really be thought over again. For example, copper can only be found in space. You need to produce power cells so you can get a nova, just so you can get into space in order to mine the copper. But then you have to come back down to the planet to refine the copper so that you can produce a weapons bench and make guns. So to me it seems that all of these crafting steps are sort of out of whack. You need a spaceship to get copper, and you have to take that copper back down to the planet to produce weapons. So yeah, crafting's not that great, but it does have some room for potential. Like I've mentioned, the game is full of bugs. It's still in the early development stage. I mean, if you ask me, does the game have potential? I would say yes. However, I'm glad that I only spent 7 francs, which is about $7 on this game, and I will probably start playing it again in 6 months, but at the moment it's just too early in its development stage. If you want to play a crafting game in a futuristic space setting, then I would recommend either the Repopulation or Empyrion. That would probably be the better way to go, but at the moment I've got to give this game overall a 5 out of 10. It's just got too many bugs, and it's just not ready to be played yet. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.